before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, high 7. Not today. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check.
On 3rd and 2, May. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. You're out. 59, Mike to 59. Switch up. Buzz.
From the gun, May. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Rock it. Go.
A final shot before break. May. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch left. He's tight right there. Forward down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Bang out.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
At the 41-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I got it. Go. Motion.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Check 52's the mic. I'm coming. Check 30.
On 1st down, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They go to Johnson again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Mike. Move, 80. We ain't giving up nothing. Look for signals. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 25, check 25, check 25. 64, wait.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Front it. My game. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that. 25. He's checking. Zoom.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Mike. 380. Pre-alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready, break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, alert. It's our time.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Baby, let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run again with Logan. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Keep it up. Keep it up. Short. My game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it here with Logan, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bears take over 1st.
Come on, Philly.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
It got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. May. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Well, you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Kill. Alpha.
On 1st and 10, May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
59. Mike's 59. Watch the screen.
Ready? From the gun, May. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. On 1st down, May. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Ready. Smooth. All day. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 1st down. May. Looking left sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, box drop. Go. 59. Mike's 59. Ready? Check this.
Operating from the gun, May. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another. Incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Let's go now.
And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 4th down, May. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
14, Friday.
On third down, it's Logan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Friday.
On second down, it's Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, May. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
3 down. Hey,
back to the air on 2nd down. May. He's got Smith here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, May. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Don't get nervous. Now.
On 1st down, May. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. Mike 9. I got you, boy. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, May. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And he'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout.
First down, Atlanta.
Wilson now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.